This week we're free camping at Plantation Creek. You can stay here for 4 days out of every 14. The road in is good, there's some dirt but it was easy travelling. The ramp is situated 15 minutes from Air. Air's got a Coles and a Woolies, a BCF and some takeout franchises, so you should be able to get most things in town. When we arrived, the area was a bit unkept. It didn't really worry us as we were the only ones there. It's a fairly large area, possibly enough room for 10 or so caravans. It's flat with a few trees for shade. You'd need to be self-contained, there's no fresh water or power.
And now we're at Plantation Creek and we're going to have a fish here this afternoon and see how we go. Yeah, to catch a North Queensland mud crab.
There are 2 cement boat ramps with solar lighting and a floating jetty and parking for cars and trailers. We did notice that the police patrolled the area. It's got a toilet block with flushing toilets, but that's about it. While we were there, we were the only ones camping. Cars and boats came and went for most of the day. It seems like it was popular for crabbing. Some people were checking their pots twice a day. I asked a couple of the locals and they were getting like 5 or 6 keepers a day. So that's not too bad. After we set up, I threw some small pots in to see if there are any prawns around and checked them the following morning. Over the 3 days, it kind of kept us going for bait. You could pick your way through the mangroves along the bank and it was pretty dry underfoot. The higher tides, the water came in over that, but while we were there, it was easy going. We fished the incoming tide, which was early morning and late arvos, and caught mainly catfish. We were talking to some of the locals and they usually catch jack, barra and jew, but they'd had a lot of rain and it had washed the catfish down from the local town reaches. Ed put his crab pot in on the first day and we managed to catch someone's lure and 1 small crab. We used some of the catfish as bait as they were plentiful. We got up the next morning and there was a baby frogmouth owl sitting on the awning. He was so cute, happy to just sit there and wait while I took some photos before we grabbed a large stick, put him back up in a tree beside the van. That afternoon when we came home, he was happy to see his mum and dad sitting there. Today we went for a drive to another boat ramp. It's also a free camp, checking to see if it might have been a good option for a stay.
So we're at Hellhole Boat Ramp. I don't know how it got this name, except if there's 1,000 midgies here. Possibly that.
But we decided maybe next time as there wasn't enough shade. Back to the van for the afternoon fishing session and watch the sun go down. Today we went for a drive to Ed and Bec. It's 16 minutes north of here. We didn't stay here, but we'll be definitely on our list for the next round. There is a caravan park and toilets, but we didn't see any shops or takeaways, so it would be a BYO. You would need to drive back to Ayr if you needed anything. I thought the area was stunning, and the township is at the start of Cape Bowling Green, which is the longest spit in Australia. It's about 22 kilometres long, with the spit being most of it less than 1 kilometre wide.
So now we're at Ed and Bec. It's 15 kilometres east of Home Hill. There's no one here either, but it's awesome. And we may come back for a fish. There's a heap of seagulls out there chasing bait fish, and then there's Ed up there looking through his binoculars.
We didn't do any beach driving as we didn't have any local knowledge, and the beach does look like you would need it.
Ed and Bec, loving it. So cool.
There is an active lighthouse at the far end and walking trails and tent camping along the beach. Finally, Ed caught a crab. I didn't get any footage of this great event, sorry, but the sandwiches, I must say, were delicious. Before we left, we had our final fishing sunset session. Once again, caught a ton of catfish and 1 baby shark. I think if you had a boat here, the fishing and crabbing would be better. One thing to remember, take the Aerogard and your citronella candles because you're definitely going to need it. We loved our time here. It was quiet and peaceful.
That's a surprise.
If you can take a minute and subscribe, we need 1,000 of you to do this, and also let the video play till the end. It will make our new year awesome.
Same deal.
Hey?
Same deal, different size.
Hey. Thanks, keep in contact, stay happy, see you next time.